22nd, 2021. So I'm gonna tell you about gang stalkers when they park in front of your house, if they're your neighbors. The guy across the street always parked directly across from my house. So if you can see in my garage. I'm whispering now because there's people out. Here, let me show you. So, there is douchebag brother number one, right? He comes out wearing a Superman shirt. This is his car. Panther. Oh, it roars like a panther too. He does that all the time. Now, if he lives across the street, why wouldn't he park it in his own driveway? You know what I mean? Even the other guy, he don't have that little car anymore. They have like 3 cars, these people. They could afford 3 cars. But that car, the blue one, is just as big as that one. And a small black car. It was a taxi cab place. He's a drug dealer, the younger brother. So when they tell you it's a front for drug dealing, they're not kidding. Hey, they gotta make extra money, right? That's what they do. I don't know if it's hard drugs or just weed, I don't know. Either way, now for some reason they're not parking in their driveway. Usually one parks one car in the driveway and the other one right behind it, and then the other one in front, you know, in front of the driveway. And then, so now they park in different areas. Now the blue car was parked around the corner, down the block. So that's how he saw me, the young brother. I was in a car. I don't even know how he knew what time I was gonna be there. And when I was gonna leave. But we get down the block, I'm in the car, and I'm going somewhere. I had an appointment. And he's coming around the corner with his camera out, taking a picture of me. So I'm like, how the fuck he knows I'm gonna be there at that moment? Obviously he's tracking me in some way. Cause there's no way he would have known that I was leaving that day. One of my family members come out and screaming out loud to the whole world. No, they got their own shit going on. They're not gonna say stuff. So I think it was very weird. So then a couple of days ago, I saw the car there, parked right around the corner. So I go, okay. That's how, he knew I was gonna be there. But somebody must have heard me somewhere. I think he has that voice discover machine in his room. I was like, saw a thing in his bedroom. The blinds are closed now. In that room, he had the blinds all the way up one day. The light on, and he was staring at me through the window. And he looked like, one side he was like pointing to the dresser. And on top of the dresser, it looked like one of those oldie stereo systems, the cassettes and everything. Cassette CDs and records, that kind of stuff, but it wasn't. To me, it looked like that from afar. But like one day I walked past, after I came back from Dunkin', I looked up and it was nighttime and he wasn't in the room, but I saw it looked like it was like a security camera. Because we had like a computer screen and then everything else was computer, it was a security. It was like these little squares and he was like looking at everything. And I saw the outside. I saw the outside of his house from up there. That's pretty far up. So for him to know that I was going out that day in a car, I don't drive, so I had to take other means of transportation. But he knew I was gonna be there. That means he was surveilling my house. And he probably has one of those things to listen in to conversations like the police have, He probably got it from the police and they gave it to him and he put it in the house. But that's how gang stalkers know where you're at all times. Because if they can't hack into your phone personally, and to get to know you and personally, track you, they have those machines, the voice of skull machines, and cops have the system in their car. So when you are walking by, you'll hear something in your ear. That's because they're doing that. They're doing the voice of skull. Their machine pings when you're passing by their house. Even in front of your own house, it pings to them, to that machine. I have a picture of the machine. I gotta make a video. So it lets them know that you're there. And then, I had red on, and one had like, he looked at me too. He didn't look across the street with those people, but he looked at me. Red shirt and black hat, of course. So anyways, so it's a certain machine that people have in their houses. I guess you have to get hired by police or something to get it. I don't know. You might be able to buy it online. I don't know. But it pings. That machine pings when you pass by their house, and you have to be near a cell phone tower. And it pings off the cell phone tower to them and to your phone. So when you walk past their house, or they walk, you walk past your own house, they always have it on 24/7, so they know where you're at. And they have, apps on their own phone through WhatsApp, and there's tracking devices, tracking apps, that they could find you. GPS and all that. But it's disguised as WhatsApp, so it's just one of the ways they could find you. I actually got an ad for an app that said track your lover or something. So what if you just have a crush on somebody, you're just gonna track them, And I saw that in a commercial. The Schitt's Creek guy. I'm tracking this guy to see when he's leaving the apartment, so then I can go back. Really? Anyways, so the gang stalkers are doing besides all that, they park in front of your house, like right, see how he's right there? And he came out with Superman, or a shirt with Superman on it. So that's another thing they do too, they wear stuff like that. And he's never done that, not how long as I know. The other brother would always park directly across the street. I can't video because people are sitting out there, but directly across from me, he always parked there. Like every time and then he would sit in the car. So when I would come downstairs to go through the garage, he would always peek. And then they did that with the work van too. Like they'll park it in front of, not in front of my house, but across the street. But they do that with all their cars. They take turns. I don't know if it's a week at a time. Excuse me, or a month at a time that they do that. They rotate all 3 cars and park either right in, the next house in front of me, or directly across from me. To show me, to tell me that they're watching me. And that's why they come out. When I come sit here, they come running out and they start laughing. They're surveilling me through that one room. And I noticed they stop only when their parents are home. I guess their parents are like older. And they go to Israel or something. I think they're back now because of all the stuff that's going on there. So now they're home. So they haven't been doing anything lately. I'm sure it'll kick back up soon. Gang stalkers can't help themselves. They always do that. Even this Brent boy next door here. He started parking his car right in front of the house. And directly across the street too. His license plate says MAKS1. I looked it up and it shows their address, next door to me. But it lists their address as their construction company. So it has a cell phone and everything. No, I did not call it. But I was gonna leave it somewhere. If she didn't stop her shit. Throwing bread in my window and stuff. she didn't stop doing that. She was doing so frequently. I was gonna take their number and post it somewhere for blowjobs. But she stopped, so I stopped. And that's it. You know, those cops the other day, don't forget about it. They were just like, when you get your drink, when you move over to get your drink, right? There's like there's like plexiglass now. And there's a little slot in there. And they give you your drink. So they're standing there and they're getting straws. And they're standing in front of the straws, blocking everybody. So they weren't just blocking me, they were blocking, whoever was in there. Usually when you're not doing gang stalking, you would, move over, get your straws and move over. But they didn't do that. They were like laughing, no masks on. So we have to wear a mask here in the state, but they don't have to wear masks. Fuck them. You hear the fucking sirens there? Yeah, so. Oh, here we go. Oh, bitch asses. It's the third fucking time they passed by. 3 fucking times. The same ambulance. Come on now. Anyways. What I'm trying to say is, that's what they do. So you have to, realize that, they're supposed to be doing that stuff. With these people, douchebag, I call him douchey douche. Like juicy juice, but douchey douche. My ex-neighbor who used to torture me, she was a teenager too. They went to school together. And then they were hanging out on my porch. So I caught them one whole time. God knows how many times they did it. So the two of them have been plotting against me the whole time since then. That was 2008. Think we could get over it now, But you know them, they can't get over nothing. They do, they do witchcraft behind their closed doors too. They consult witches. There's a lot of witches in the neighborhood. That lady Sonia I was telling you about. So, he probably consulted her too. She probably lives in the neighborhood. My neighbor consulted her. She jumped for joy when she saw me that one time. They get mad too, like when you have a good night's sleep and they see you the next day and they're like really pissed off that she survived their attacks. But they still try anyway, I even had the Bible quote up against my window. No weapon formed against me shall prosper in Jesus Christ's name. So, I guess they thought that was funny. Whatever. I don't know, they keep trying. I'm gonna keep surviving. They're just mad that I'm surviving, that's all. They would not last a day if the tables were turned. Remember that. Gang stalkers would not last a day if the tables were turned. And we were the ones gang stalking them. Ooh, they'd kill themselves in not even a day. Not us. We could take it. They could dish it, but they can't take it. That saying? Yeah. So. Oh, 13 minutes. Sorry about that. I was just rambling on, but I wanted to show you. Yeah, the car was in the way a couple days ago. So when you first parked here. He's never done that before. We're having issues with the camera over here. So now we got a lot of people doing stuff. Like, okay, you're doing stuff, but if I'm not seeing it, is it worth it? It's kind of fun. They stop. When I come outside, they stop. Whatever they're doing. So, will they forget that I have a cell phone? They do. They figured I have a cell phone. And there's other people in the house, and they see everything. So, plus God sees everything. He already sees what you're about to do before you even do it. Before you even have a thought in your head. So while you're worshiping the devil, and he tells you what to do to people, God already knows. Because God knows what's up. He knows. He knows. He knows. I don't want to deal with that wrath. The devil I could deal with. He's a punk ass bitch anyway. Excuse me. That was for the devil. He already tried that shit. He tried to make me go to the hospital. Do you know that shit? I had a dream about a demon coming after me in the hospital. I fucking shut that shit down quick. And literally the next day it said it was finished. That shit's doing out. Unfortunately, he went after somebody else that I know in my family, so I'm not gonna talk about that, but whatever. But that's the thing, like, you protect yourself and you're trying to protect your family. But if they're not strong in the faith on their end, this is what happens. I listen to all these prayers before I leave the house. Today especially, I have like these weird knotted feelings in the pits of my stomach. And I just rebuke that too. Every time I feel that, I know somebody's doing something. I don't know who, but I know they're doing stuff. You know what I mean? That's witchcraft right there. When you have that knotted feeling in your stomach, like in the pits of your stomach, with butterflies, that's not a good sign. That's you need to listen to that and start rebuking it. Especially if you meet new people and you get that weird feeling, it's not a good feeling. It means there's a witch around or a warlock. Or you're gonna see somebody that you got rid of years ago, like a narcissist. They're gonna try to come back. And that used to happen to me a lot. Because I didn't know I was supposed to rebuke them and pray over it. I used to see John every 5 fucking minutes. Every time I would see him or I would see somebody else I used to be friends with. Because these witches and warlocks, they do their thing, whatever they do, so we can see them. They want us to see them. I don't know why. I don't want to see them. I want them to move away from me. Jump in a pool or something. I don't know. But that's what they want. They want to be seen. They want to see us because they want to see if we're doing good or not. If we're doing horrible, then they did their job. If you're still alive, they get pissed off. So that guy, she's parked here. I went to the new neighbors, right? His girlfriend was with him. I don't know if she said hi to me or something. I don't know what the hell she was doing, but she said something and then laughed. And he's like, "Oh, did she see you?" That's what I thought he said. And then they laughed. So I'm like, okay, I guess I was hoping they were talking about somebody else, but I don't know. You know what? These gang stalkers always do that shit too. They say stuff in front of you to try to get a reaction, and you know, hopefully she got mad. Maybe she was laughing, but I don't know. I didn't really respond. I was just like, whatever. Because I don't really care. I got other things on my mind today, so. And it doesn't involve them. I just was trying to show you the gang stalkers' tactics when they park their car in front of your house. They want you to know that they're watching you. They're waiting for you to mess up. So. They're gonna watch you either way, so who we kidding? So yeah, try not to film too many people passing by, because sometimes they're not, gang stalkers, and sometimes they're just, people walking by. And especially children, I'm not gonna film them, because I don't care if their parents are making them do stuff. I don't care what the parents are making them do. You listen to your parents when you're a kid. They don't know any better. Since they don't know any better, I don't film them. Those guys acting weird up across the street. He's acting a little fruity. I had a scrunchie. A lemon scrunchie, he dropped the double one, talking to himself. That's probably gang stalker. I You're gonna throw up the devil horns while you're talking to yourself? That's witchcraft. So that's the kind of stuff you gotta look out for. If you see something like that, you rebuke it. So I rebuke the devil and all his... And now I got all these flies around me, of course. I rebuke the devil and all his minions, his flying monkeys, in Jesus Christ's name. And that's it. Just keep doing that all day long if you have to, because sometimes they don't listen. Stubborn as a mule. But seriously, a lot of times they don't listen. These flying monkeys, and that's what they go. You know, the Wizard of Oz with the flying monkeys? That's exactly what they are. The witch is telling her demons that she's worshiping to do her bidding because she's too fucking lazy to do her own fucking bidding. How about you show up and do it and come to my face and do it? Because they know they can't. Yeah. I'm kind of glad in a way the camera was working because I don't have to look at my phone every 5 seconds. So it's a nice little distraction. Nice calm and peace. And I hate that. I mean, I'm sure they're doing stuff out here, but I don't fucking care. Who cares? Sometimes you gotta just ignore them. As hard as it may be, put your headphones on and keep walking. Don't pay no damn mind to them, they don't fucking matter. I'm just trying to be a better human being. Trying to get closer to God. These people are devils. Why the hell would you want them to be in your life anyway? Get rid of those people in your life as soon as possible. Even if you have to live in your car, I'm not even kidding. Sell any kind of possession you own that you cannot keep, and that's it. No. Witch is gonna witch. See? There's a little witch. There she is. I rebuke you in Jesus Christ's name. Go back in your house, you little witch. See? Told you. She knew I was talking about witches. She had to come out to see. I told you the neighbors do that shit. All the gang stalkers. It's a gang stalking tactic. She wanted to hear what I was saying. She saw me. She was looking through the fucking door. I used to have a door like that. So you used to see through each little part of the door frame. There's like a little hole, you know, a little gap. And I used to see people walking by. That's how I found out those kids were hanging out on my porch, because I heard them. And I flung the door open. I scared the shit out of them. It was great. That I wish I would have got on video. But yeah, that bitch waits for me. Before the pandemic, when I would come out here and just be chilling, she would just come out, jump for joy, throw like a little tiny piece of paper in the garbage, and then run back in the house giggling the whole time. Get a life, bitch. Go have some more wine. She's a fucking wino. She can laugh all she wants. I don't fucking care. I got your ass on video laughing at me, so guess what? Who's laughing now, bitch? I told you she's doing that shit. I said as soon as my sister leaves, that's when she does shit. She doesn't want my sister to say nothing. My sister ain't gonna say shit to her. My sister got her own shit going on. You think she's gonna talk about this bitch right here? Talk to her? I don't even talk to her anymore either. I don't yell at her anymore. She wants me to. If you see her face, she was all happy. I don't know what she's happy for. I woke up earlier than her. She gets up at 11. I got up at 9, so fuck her. She ain't disturbing my sleep no more. Fuck her. Fuck all these Pokemons. That's all they are. The Pokemons. The gangsters. I'm gonna poke them with a fucking sharp object. In the spirit realm, anyway. When you send the witchcraft back to them, forget about it. They fucking feel that shit. They burn. That's what I'm telling you. Fight fire with fire. Make them burn. She must like being on camera too, because I filmed her as she was Yeah, flinch. What was funny was a couple of days ago, I had a feeling she was gonna like do a weird skit like that. She did that a couple of days ago, and I went out to get groceries with my sister. Usually they don't do nothing. Usually I'm out with my sister. They don't do nothing. It's like they behave themselves. So I know it's weird, right? Well, they probably were going to, but they see her face. She looks like she's mad all the time, and I do too. I look like I'm mad all the time. So they probably just like, oh, let's not mess with her. So, you know, I have a nice, pleasant time in the store. So we get back. As soon as we got to right here, it's right in the driveway. The door, she flings the door open next door. She saw it was my sister, and she ran right back in the house. That's why it's funny. That's why you gotta laugh at it, because it's funny. At least my sister saw her do it, though. You know, usually she didn't know my sister was coming, really. Everybody's working and doing school from home, so she can't do anything, you know. And usually she waits for her husband to leave the house, and her son. That's why I'm very surprised she's doing that right now, because her son is home. Or maybe he's not home, maybe he's with his girlfriend. That could be. Maybe her husband went to the gym or something. Maybe he took the train to the gym. I don't know. We take the train everywhere. I don't take the train at all because I don't fucking trust those people on the fucking train. They're slashing people's faces and shit, punching them, stealing shit. Fuck that. I ain't taking that train. I will find another way to get around. Fuck 'em. It's fucking hot out here. It's like 90 degrees out. But I'm not sweating, which is good. Usually I'm like sweating like crazy. Not today. Is the hood coming down? I have this tree in my way, so I can't really see. She does that too. It's funny because when I leave the house, when I start walking up, she's on the porch waiting for me. It's kind of funny. She'll wait there at the top of the step until I walk past the house because she wants to like do witchcraft on me. They do that. They wait. They stop and they stare at you. That's witchcraft. I cannot let it get to me no more. It's like I have no interest. I ain't playing stupid games and winning stupid prizes. Fuck that. Let them fucking pay for that shit. Oh, it's a little hot. So on my videos, I had some of them I deleted because you can't really tell if people are getting stalking in some of them. I'm like, okay, I was watching a few of them. So some of them I deleted, and then some of them I put on unlisted, like the things I show you on TV or movies and shows and stuff like that. I put it as unlisted. I don't know if you can still comment on it, but I don't want to keep getting strikes. Somebody reported my video, 2 of them so far. They're like it conflicts with this company. The company that made the movie. Really, they're gonna find me, an unknown channel, and report my video that I was watching when I was watching the movie. And it was on cable and I was videotaping it just to show you stuff. That can't be. They either had to be a troll, you know who. I'm not saying no names. He's the only one that would do it because I wasn't, you know, saying anything back to him every time he made a fucking comment. I still believe it's somebody that I know personally. I don't know if it's John though. But he knew a lot of very personal stuff about me and had to share it with the world. I don't know why. I guess because I wasn't sharing it, so he thought I was being like secretive or something. That's some stuff, you know, nobody needs to know that stuff. That's between me and my family and maybe my primary care doctor. I don't know. Well, you know what I mean? Even with that, you don't need to know that shit either. Like, how did he know those specifics, you know? And like I said, if it's John, then he's giving himself away because we were in the same fucking class. And if it's not, then it's probably my brother-in-law. It has to be. Because right now he's not home. He didn't come over here and hang out with everybody. He's out. And then when he's with his boyfriend, I noticed I don't get gang stalked online as much. So it could be him. And he always says stuff that asshole says to me online. He says it in person. I'm telling you, it has to be him. I don't know how he found out that I have a channel because I didn't tell anybody about it. I don't put my real name up. I never show my address, so how you fucking know? You know, like, no way. There's no fucking way anybody would know this. I don't even put my location now. So. When there's a will, there's a way. These people are desperate. They're desperate to tell your secrets to the world. Which is not really secret. We just don't, feel the need to say anything about ourselves anywhere. You know? But I still think it's my brother-in-law. Because all the insults that this guy was saying on my channel, my brother-in-law just said it in my face. Well, I fight back now. I don't fucking deal with that shit. I'm gonna fuck him. Or I kept reporting that channel. I reported all the comments. He'll get back on it soon. I bet you. Probably after the weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend. Whatever. Usually the first people to gang stalk you is somebody very close to you. Not even joking. That happened to another T on here. And one of the people proved it. His own family was doing it to him. And then now he doesn't have a channel anymore. So God knows what happened to him. Hopefully he's still alive. I'm telling you, they're relentless, these people. People are just jealous. It's jealousy that makes them do this kind of stuff. And it's like, what are you jealous of? First of all, my brother got arrested once for hacking into computers. So, yeah, that's why I think it's him too. There's no other way. I'll find out.